What up, guys, and welcome back to Fae Hunter's Run Alchemical Exchange. This is episode 8. If you have not seen the previous ones, check out the playlist up in the top right. That'll take you straight back to number 1 and let you get right on into it. Now, today, we need to organize this shit because our stuff is kind of all over the place. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, the best thing we can look into in this that I know of, unless we have applied energistics. Oh, we do have applied energistics. Right, we might get onto that eventually, but for now, we are going to get straight onto draws, being the most basic way to deal with this. So we are going to look for some basic draws to start with, which means we are going to need a bunch of wood, which conveniently we have in spades. Saying I have never really understood myself, but here we are. So we're going to make as many basic draws as we can. And that should be about all we can get. There we go. So, basic draws do exactly what you would expect them to do. They store whatever we put into them. So, we're going to start setting this up on the roof as well, right next to our fission reactor. No, that was not going to fly. That is just falling down the side. So, the cool thing that these let us do, or the very least, one of the cool things that these let us do, is we can store a ridiculous amount of one item in there. So, when I say a ridiculous amount, I don't mean like a couple, I mean stacks upon stacks. So that's 493 of that in that drawer now. Which, for some of our materials, is going to be very, very convenient. And with that in mind, we're actually going to get ourselves some iron if we have anything we can turn into iron around here. No matter. We have a couple of bits and pieces we can use for it at the very least. So we are going to need five ingots of iron. So that's enough for 6. And then we'll get on to some more granite as well. So we now need yet another chest. Which is simple enough. Make us another hopper. Now, what I want to do, the other cool thing is that these keep all of their stuff inside of them when you break them. I'm really wishing that I had a axe right now. So, what we're going to do is just increase this further. It's going to slowly trickle down from here out. This will continue filling up, slowly but surely. And this will continue filling up as well. Which means that rather than having it all fill up and just clog, we're going to end up with hundreds of it in here. Next up, we want drawer upgrades, which, actually, before we move on to that, what we want is the quantify key, which is going to be a lot harder to get than I thought. Titanium oxide to make this. I don't think we even have titanium yet. Nope. Alright, so we can't make that just yet. What we can make, however, are some upgrades. Just one for now will do. Grab all this crap and dump everything we can into here. Granite, silicon. Now all this crap can just get pushed through. We're going to need more silicon dioxide. There's absolutely no power in here though. It's very unfortunate. Pull that, drop that in, drop one of this in as well, I suppose. We can just keep on pushing through more stuff to make charcoal out of, so that we can have even more fuel as well. Right, that one's not powered by that one though, is it? You can go into there. Oh, no, that one. Phosphate, hydroxide, apples. Right, in the meantime, we'll get some coal going, so we can continue fueling all of our stuff. One day I'll finally complete my objective of getting 100,000 EMC. Don't think today's that day though. Just somehow. Oh, silicon dioxide, I can see in there. Alright. Now we'll continue pushing this shit through. Collecting AMC. That's still normal uranium. These are still mineral salts. And this will still be granite. Right. Everything gets run back through. So many resources. That'll have to do, I suppose. Right. Rip all this shit out. Chuck sucrose back in. With the yellow oxide. That puts us back to over 40,000. Also get more oak, cook more oak, get more coal. Charcoal. Potato, really. Whoops. So this takes so long for it to break down. So ridiculously long. And currently, we don't really have very much that we can put through properly. Alright. We need a drawer controller. Just going to take redstone drawer. Alright, so we're going to make this now. So we need barium. And silicon dioxide. Easily enough. Shit. Should have seen that coming. Alright, so chuck. Ooh, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Alright. We're going to lock that recipe in. That'll do. Now we need some 6. Go. Going to make 6 of these torches. Ooh, 9 of those torches apparently. Then we need stone. Conveniently, we have a whole bunch of cobble. So we can cook that up. Start working that shit for us. Right, that should be all we need for these. Cool. Right, then all we have left to get is a diamond and some more stones. Give us 2 of these. We need 8 sacks of carbon. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unlock. Drop in, drop in. Makes the diamond. And yes, we shall shine bright like a diamond. 1 chest. Top and bottom. In the middle. And some stone. Right, that is topped up again. Keep on breaking everything down. So that should give us everything we need for a drawer control. So now we can pump all of the resources we want to put into those drawers up there into these. That one's sideways for some reason. Oh. Now, next we want applied energistics, which means we need to find a way to make Sodus quartz. Which is not going to be easy considering it doesn't seem to be popping up anywhere. Fluid dust and hind. Okay, so they've made this a lot easier for us to do. We can break down skystone. Nifty. So if we mine out this, no, we can't break it back down apparently. But we can make it. Right. So we just need to get some fluid dust. So to get fluid dust, we need to break down a fluid crystal. To get a fluid crystal, we need to have fluid dust. Wait, no, charged Sodus quartz, 1 nether quartz, and redstone dust. Alright, so in that case, how do we get some charged Certus quartz? We put uncharged Certus quartz into a... God, this is a pain in the ass. How do we get Certus quartz? By combining osmium, silicon dioxide, and chromium. Do we have chromium? We do have chromium. We've definitely got silicon dioxide. And part 3 was osmium. I'm fairly sure we've got osmium as well. Yes. Cool. So we should have some silicon dioxide in here. Chuck all this other stuff out. And now we are going to make as many of these as we can. Apparently only 5 per now. Alright. Next up, we need to make a charger. Which is real easy to make. In fact, we've already got one. Have I made charged Certus quartz already and just forgotten about it? I don't believe so, but hey, wouldn't be the first time this shit's happened. Alright. So, we now have charged Certus quartz, which means we can make wireless boosters, blank patterns, view cells. We can start making the most basic of stuff for applied energistics. We're also going to need one more piece of this and one more piece of this. And it's going to have to all go... going to have to all go into making us a flux crystal. Charged Certus quartz, 1 nether quartz, 1 redstone dust. So it's 1, 2, 3. Gives us the unnatural flux crystal. Just charge this last piece. Alright, so we need this to make basically anything in this. But we need flux dust first, which means... Actually, we can do that in the manufactory. And we need flux dust for just about anything. Actually, I'm pretty sure we needed flux dust to make flux crystals, which is a bit redundant at this point. Alright, so... something just blow up. We got flux dust. We can combine all kinds of crap for this. First up, we need to make an inscriber, I think. So we've got our charger now. I'm thinking, first up we're going to need an inscriber, then an ME drive. But yeah, inscribers first. Definitely inscribers first. So, how about we get onto it? So we need some sticky pistons, which we can make sticky pistons pretty easily, actually. Just as long as we've had some zombies die recently. And conveniently, we also had the other thing we needed in inventory already, which was sucrose. Unlock this recipe. Made some slime balls. Alright, so we are going to need some iron. So we're going to need a whole heap of iron. We'll take those. Next up, we're going to need some planks. And that should be everything we need. No, we need some cobble as well. Now we should be good. As far as the pistons go, anyway. Screw it. You never know when we're going to need more pistons. Though we can only make 2 of them sticky at the moment. Alright. Next up, we just need to make ourselves another flux crystal. Means we're going to need to make some more quartz. It's unfortunate because I had more quartz. Alright. Now, just as a reminder, to make nether quartz, it's just silicon oxide and barium. Sorry, silicon dioxide, not silicon oxide. We need to get more fuel for in here. But now we'll just chuck this in. We'll also just chuck the whole stack of stone into here as well. That's a lot more likely to get us what we need. So, load these in. We dropped off all the barium. It's for this, but we need even more. We don't even have enough for one right now. Alright. So now we chuck in 1. God damn it. 1, 1, and 1. I love watching the lightning. And now we can make ourselves a inscriber. An inscriber, in fact. Alright, we'll also chuck down some extra stone along here so that we have a little bit of extra wiggle room around the back end of this stuff. Mostly so I don't fall into the abyss and die. Like that. It's precisely what I was hoping would not happen. That's how we do. I don't know if I land on this, if I die or not. I really did not want to take that risk. Especially considering we just made ourselves an inscriber. Although it is a slow march. And somehow it just got even slower. Oh. Crap, 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 crap. Oh. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Ooh, that was close. The moment we pass it, move. Good. Good, 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 good. I also don't trust myself. Hey, squids. Ooh, squids. I don't trust myself to jump out of the... try and bucket myself to safety. Like, that's never going to end well for me. On the plus side, we just found a way to get ink sacs, which we needed for that quill for some craft or another. Come on. There we go. Fucking go here. Right. We're also going to put water running off of every side of this place as an emergency provision. Oh, shit. Ooh. I thought I died. Honest to God, thought I died. Alright. So, now that the fun's over... Oh, wait, that's the wrong spot. Now, I know some of you are thinking, hey, why didn't you just ender pearl? If I don't trust myself to bucket myself to safety, why in the hell would you think I would trust myself to ender pearl my ass to safety? Alright, so now we need to get the inscription tablets. I cannot remember what the hell they are called for the life of me, though. These things. The silicon press. But I cannot see a way for me to actually make those. Except for, unless I've already got one. Which makes me think that there's got to be another way to make the parts we need. But by the looks of things, I'm wrong. And maybe there's just no way of doing it in this. Whereas this stuff is still required, so... That is very frustrating. In the meantime, the uranium block is still a uranium block. The hell? What the hell are you called? The decay generator. It's power from heat generated with the decay of adjacent radioactive. Alright. Why is this still a uranium block then? Next to a decay generator, it should become a decay 238 after 20 minutes. The mean lifetime, it doesn't always last 20 minutes. It's annoying. Right. Chuck these into here and get us some more resources. Where do they even go? There. Chuck that in after. Alright. Well, since that's going to take its time, let's have a look at a decay hastener, which requires 4 lead, 4 steel, and a tough for the innermost part of it. So we have 4 steel, we have a tough. Just sort this stuff. We do not have a lead, but we should be able to get a stack of. We cannot get a stack of lead. Oof. It is a rough day. Right now. Now that we've refunded a bunch of the stuff that we've got. Right. So we can make the central part at the very least. Next we need advanced plating, which requires 4 redstone, basic plating, tough alloy, requires further lead. So each of these is going to make us one of these. We need 4 of those. Yep. Which means we're going to need... But we can't get plutonium yet. So we don't have a way of making plutonium. It's just irritating. That is also probably what we're going to need for up here. Alright. Well, it seems to me that tonight is going to be much shorter than average. And most of it is a bit pointless. On the other hand, we might look at crafting something else. Because there are a lot of mod packs that we haven't even touched on yet. Such as tiny progressions. Or the one probe. Hell, even speedy ladders. Though I don't think we're ever going to actually use speedy ladders. But the one that we really haven't touched on, which is meant to be a big part of this, with a one notable exception, being the transmutation table, is Project E. So we're going to look at making some of the basic parts of Project E, which is going to require us to plutonium. Okay, we're not going to be moving on to that apparently. Instead, to end up for tonight, we're going to move back to the most basic building blocks. We're going to pump through as much of this shit as we can. Quests, periodic table, oxygen. Right. We'll punch out lithium and carbon as well while I'm at it. Right, maybe not lithium then, because that's expensive. Alright, silicon next. Bunch of carbon as well. Lithium's too expensive, so is beryllium. So far we're 320 of our way through that. 704 through that. That should finish off this. And we'll just pull whatever carbon we can out to finish this off. Replacing with silicon, whatever silicon we've taken as well. Alright. So, much shorter the one this week. But we are still waiting for this uranium block to convert over to uranium-238. We have started with some draws. We have hit capacity for this, although we have got a tier 4 upgrade for it. So we will just slap that onto it. It needs to get off right now. Which will... Oh, wrong side. A tier 3 gives us 8. That should give us 16 times its base value. You know, we're just going to pump in all of these that we can. Because at some point we're just going to use as much stone as we possibly can. But that's going to be it for today. I hope you've all enjoyed what we've been putting out. If you do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, chuck us a like, and check us out on Twitch, where we are running through Vault Hunters every Saturday night. There will be a link to a next video, not our next video, to another video down here, just over to our left. And one of our Final Fantasy playlists over to the right. But we'll be back next week. Same pay time, same pay place.